Alright, so we are leaving PetSmart behind. And our first stop of the day is going to be at Goodwill. So I thought we had all of our errands done yesterday, but I would be wrong. We both had stuff we wanted to get rid of at Goodwill. And we still have my old battery to get rid of, so there's that. So now we will have been to both of the Goodwill drop-off locations in Rapid City. Wow, there's all kinds of people driving really badly today. Kind of shocking. Okay, so today is Tuesday, July the 29th. Henry thinks it's 71 degrees out. That seems about right based on our walk this morning. We are still in Rapid City. Our first stop is going to be for Goodwill. And then after Goodwill, we're going to get rid of the battery, and then bit by bit, we're going to be seeing all kinds of interesting things today. Okay, kid. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. Good boy.
Wake up with the sun in our eyes. Sally forth, no need for goodbyes. Journey calls, let's roll the dice. Every mile a new surprise.
Okay, so they aren't quite open yet, so we just left our stuff there. I don't really need to wait for them. I don't need a receipt or anything, because nothing's really tax deductible anymore anyway. So our next stop will be CarQuest. Easing out of here because it's a little steep. Okay, nice to have that bag of stuff gone. So I think you've seen enough of Rapid City. I'll pick you up when we get closer to Sturgis. Well, we've passed the first exit for Sturgis, which was almost 2 miles back. We're getting off here at the second one. And we're heading straight to CarQuest to get rid of the battery. Although we've seen plenty of motorcycles around the area, it doesn't look like Sturgis proper is overrun yet. So, Barb had talked about wanting to go to the motorcycle museum, so much I can see if she wants to. Yeah, a couple more days, it'll be more bikes than cars coming through here. It's okay, kid. It's okay, thank you. Thank you. I know. I know. Stop, stop, stop. Bunch of bikes over there at the Sturgis Coffee Company. Well, this turned out to be a bummer. Although Google Maps still said it was CarQuest, it is no longer CarQuest. Apparently CarQuest was bought out by Advanced Auto Parts, and this auto parts store decided not to join that alliance. So there was no joy in getting rid of the battery here. Fortunately, we were able to keep it stored in Barb's outdoor compartment, so nobody had to deal with off-gassing from a battery. And so once we left, we just walked across the parking lot here to go check out the Sturgis Coffee Company across the street before we got back on the road. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go through downtown Sturgis, which I don't think is blocked off yet, but we're going to find out. All the vendors and stuff. Yeah, you can tell it's not really ramped up yet, because if it was, we probably wouldn't be able to drive through town like this. And of course my GPS is busy trying to get me to turn around and go the other way. Yeah, this place will be an absolute madhouse in just another day or so. Wow. All right, look at this guy with a dog crate on the back of his motorcycle. That's interesting. Wonder if he's got a dog in there. Okay, well, you know, I think it's something to say that I've been to Sturgis. Just look at it. This is the Knuckle Saloon on the right. It's been advertising all kinds of big name acts. ZZ Top, Hank Williams Jr., I forget who all else. Wow. There's the Iron Horse Saloon, the famous Iron Horse Saloon. Okay, I think we've seen enough of this. What do you think? They got people with tents set up in their yard. They got bleachers. That's something.
Stop sign. Turn right onto Main Street.
Oh, so that wasn't even Main Street. That was just where all the famous stuff was. This is Main Street. Oh. Okay, well this must be where everybody, whoops. Yeah. This must be where they close it off and everybody just parks in the middle of the street. Wow.
At the stop sign, turn right onto I-90 Business Junction Avenue. Then turn left onto I-90 Business.
Google is obviously very unhappy with me, but we're going to just keep ignoring Google for the moment. Welcome to the 85th Sturgis Motorcycle Rally.
On Main Street toward First Street.
Yeah, so in a couple of days it'll be all bikes parked along both sides of the road and in the middle. And then just a very small bike lane, I think, on each side of the middle row of bikes. This is kind of a big vehicle to have here this week. T-shirts, 3 for $35, long sleeves, hoodies, whatever. Sturgis, the ride, the roar, the rally. Okay, so I'm glad we did it. Wow. Just wow. That's such a great word, isn't it? Because I use it when I am in awe of like the majestic beauty that I get to see in nature. And here I'm kind of in awe of the wretched excess. There's a blow-up bottle of Jack Daniels on the roof over there. How about that? Yeah. Tennessee Fire and Tennessee Whiskey. The Loud American. Jack Daniels Club. Okay, I think we've kind of reached the end of it. We're going to go one more block up, I think. Or maybe 3 or 4 more blocks up. Just to get out of here. Alright, so we're passing under I-90, and now we're heading for Deadwood, which is our first destination. There is the Mount Moriah Cemetery. So that's about 12 miles away. Well, we just passed a sign that said Bighorn Sheep Crossing next 5 miles. Be prepared to stop. But somehow, I don't think we're going to get that lucky. Quite the cut on the side of the hill up there. Come on, guys. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Welcome to Deadwood. Historic Main Street off to the right. Well, this is pretty cool looking. This is quite interesting looking. Historic Main Street to the right. Mickelson Trail to the left. That whole Mickelson Trail thing is quite the thing. And it's all brick paved streets. quite the hill. Yowza. Okay. This is definitely messing with my fear of heights. Please get that bus up there out of the way. Whew. Okay, that says do not enter. Okay, I'm actually shaking from coming up that hill. All right, well, here we are at Mount Moriah Cemetery. Wow, and getting up here was a thing. Definitely a thing. So where is Mount Moriah Cemetery, you may wonder? Well, first of all, there's our RVs down there. We are in Deadwood. It was established in 1878, and about a third of the approximately 300 graves are marked areas, mixed potters fields, are sections for indigent or unknown settlers. Okay, well, and there are some famous people buried here, like Wild Bill Hickok and Calamity Jane. And if I have the story right, Wild Bill had a falling out with Calamity Jane, and he didn't want to be buried anywhere near her. But he predeceased her, and when she died, I think like 17 years later, either people had forgotten what Wild Bill's wishes were, or they were very vindictive because she wound up right next to him. So there's that. Wow. I mean, just getting people buried here would be difficult enough, you know? Just working on the angles. So this must be section B. All right, there's your view of Deadwood down there. Oh, this is section C. Don't do it, Kit. Okay, well, definitely getting all the exercise I needed today.
It's nice they've got little benches.
Uh-huh.
Here we go.
Here we go. These are the famous ones.
Bury me beside Wild Bill. Talk about revenge.
Well, yeah, because his request was not to be buried near her.
Right.
But then, that was her request, and she got it.
That's right.
I wonder where Terry is. Oh, they died a day apart, but many years. August 2nd for him and August 1st for her. And they were both born in May. Interesting. Quite interesting. I guess we gotta walk up all the damn steps.
Oh, he was born a couple days after me.
Not in the same year.
Sometimes it feels like it.
Good one. Okay, now there's definitely some old graves over here too. Yeah, that's the bus that I followed up here. Yeah, I can't read that. 1839 to 1889 on that one. What's that?
I said we're at the Jewish cemetery,
Really?
Jerusalem Street.
Well, maybe.
I'm just guessing, that's all.
Died August 8th, 1894. And let's see what this little one is over here. See if we can look without falling down the hill. How about that? Oh, there's a bunch of them over here.
Is this the Potter's Field?
I don't know. Joshua Bird, 12th, 10 Maine. I don't know what that means.
I would say if you're on the corner of
David and Jerusalem?
Jerusalem,
That might be
a
the,
pretty good chance you're in the Jewish.
that's probably the Jewish section over to the left, I'm guessing. But gotta walk up the steps and go see Wild Bill and Calamity Jane.
That's right.
And it's a few steps. We'll see you at the top. Well, here he is, Wild Bill himself. And right over there with all the people gathered around is Calamity Jane, Mrs. M.E. Burke. There you go. Wild Bill. Died by pistol shot. Custer was lonely without him. Calamity Jane, Wild Bill, and nobody in between them.
Which is just how she wanted it.
Just the way she wanted it,
She got her way.
and just the way he didn't. Oops,
She
don't
who-
be the first one to die.
That's right. I was just going to say, she who dies last gets her way.
Exactly. These are the ones that always get to me.
What? Oh, 5
Adig.
years old.
Bramyer died June 1878, age 5 years. He took thee from a world of care in everlasting bliss to share. Okay, and this says, this mass grave contains the bodies of Albert Tunnicliffe, Horatio Rice, James Chalmers, Samuel Haynes, Fred D. Peters, Thomas Finders, Charles Hammertree, Peter Lewis Hansen, Harvey Wood, and W.H. Andrews, who perished in a fatal fire on Elk Creek, March 10th and 11th, 1885. Okay, that's why we've got a mass grave. Oh, Jacob, spelled Jack-ob, 1848 to 1885. And then what do we have down here? A most tragic episode in the history of Deadwood was the smallpox, scarlet fever, and diphtheria epidemics from 1878 to 1880, taking the lives of many children. Okay, so this is the tragedy stuff is all on this side of the lane, apparently, with the mass grave and all of the children's graves. Very interesting. Admission was $2, by the way, so if you're going to be in the area, you might want to come check it out. Well, somebody got an entire church erected for them. And there's the child of Phi Lee Long, died in 1899. Let's see what we got over here. Sarah Johnson. Oh, this is the
Chinese.
ceremonial burner. Okay, not a church per se. Here's Deadwood. You can hear the motorcycles. Yes, you can. Beautiful drive coming in here, too. Okay, well, Google wants me to turn around and go back down the other way. I'm not doing that. I was terrified coming up. I expect I'll be terrified going down.
Head west on Mount Moriah Drive toward Madison Street.
Oh, yeah. Whee!
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Lincoln Avenue.
Yowza. That street to the left is super steep. I could never make that turn. This one's going to be hard enough. Nice looking place here, huh? Wonder if this street's one way. Good thing I'm only going one way, huh? I guess it's not one way because we got cars facing in both directions. Oh, goody. Well, this is fun.
Stop sign. Turn right onto Lincoln Avenue. Turn right onto Sturgis.
Okay. Well, we had a pretty good view of Deadwood from up the top there at the cemetery. That was nice. Steep grade and tight curves. I'm looking at this to the left. No RVs and no trailers. All right. Well, we weren't supposed to drive up there. No wonder I was so scared. Tour buses were available downtown. If only I saw the sign. But I didn't. That was pretty exciting. Trails had cannabis. Yeah, so the Mickelson Trail runs through here too. I think it's 108 miles long altogether. So that's pretty cool. So I got a sticker from Sturgis Coffee that I got for free. And I got a sticker at the Mount Moriah gift shop that I paid $1 for. So I've got a sticker from Sturgis and a sticker from Deadwood. So that's cool. Gold Rush e-bikes. Wednesday through Sundays, 9 to 4. Today is Tuesday. I would imagine that basically every hotel room will be full, every campground will be full. There's already an awful lot of people here for the Sturgis rally. I'm glad we're getting out of here today. I mean, we've kind of lucked out with what we've been able to see pretty easily. Okay, we're going to Lead. With a population of 2982 on the National Register of Historic Places. And I wonder if we're going all the way up the side of this mountain to get to it. Might be, because we're going to see the Big Cut, which was, until it shut down, the world's largest mine, I think in the Western Hemisphere. Might be just world's largest gold mine. Not positive about that. I'm sure we'll get some information. right, so we're here at the Homestake Mine. I guess this is the museum. And this was the Ross Shaft mining car that originally went into operation in 1932. So let's get a little closer. And, oh, look, you can see us walking into the car. Look at that. We are all dressed up.
And I look like I was made for hard labor. And we're going down.
And we're going down. Or up. I guess we're going up. Yeah. So we've got load capacity 4,000 pounds.
We're safe.
Of people. 8,000 pounds of material and equipment. 18 people. Load 4,000 pounds, 18 people. Does that sound right? Oh, that would be like 200 pounds a person, I guess, right?
One of us got to get off, right? I volunteer.
Wow. Very cool.
Oh.
And we've got a bunch of hard hats over here. Wonder why.
I wonder if you can do a tour.
Helmets only, not for trash. I have no idea. Well, this is it. This is the former Homestake Mine, which they said, I think was the biggest in the Western Hemisphere. Pretty cool looking. Well, this is the town of Lead. Which was a mining town. There's the mining museum on the left. Very cool looking. We ended up not driving all the way through downtown Deadwood, historic downtown Deadwood, just because of the way things worked out. But here's Lead. And we're not that high, although we've been up a lot of steep hills today. We're only about 5,275 feet. Kind of interesting. Oh, look, another steep hill. Okay. Wonder what Dakota gold is. It says Roundhouse. Huh. Garage sale and hot dogs. Oh goody, now we get to go down another steep hill. And now we're back out in the middle of nowhere with beautiful views, huh, Kit? Clunk. Sure is pretty. I don't know how I missed the sign in Deadwood for Mount Moriah that said no RVs, no trailers. Central City, population 93. Hard to believe it's an actual city, but I guess it is. Oh, and there are a few houses and stuff off to the left here. I think that's the main street down there. city is actually an incorporated city. No idea. This must be the commercial district coming up. Lab. Is that in keeping with the science-y theme in this area, I wonder? And I'm not sure if I shared the whole debacle with trying to get rid of the lead-acid battery that I bought at CarQuest in, are we back in Deadwood now? Huh, interesting. That I bought in Hot Springs, South Dakota, which failed. So we went to CarQuest this morning in Sturgis, only to find out that CarQuest was bought out by Advanced Auto Parts a couple years ago, and the CarQuest in Sturgis has not been a CarQuest in well over a year. That they apparently had some period of time to decide if they wanted to stay CarQuest under the Advanced umbrella, or if they wanted to dissociate or disassociate, and so they did. But Google still said they were a CarQuest, and when I was talking to the owner there, he said, yeah, and don't believe it when they tell you that there's a CarQuest in Spearfish either, because there isn't. Deadwood, population 1,156. Huh, it seemed a lot bigger than that. Must be a lot of tourists there. So I guess we are going to drive through historic Deadwood after all. Not quite sure how that happened because I thought we were bypassing it, but oh well. Well, there's the historic Main Street to the left. I didn't think we were coming back through Deadwood, but I guess we were wrong. A lot of construction and stuff going on here. I'm not sure we're really going to see anything different than we saw the first time coming through here, though. I think we're going out the same way we came in. Okay, here's the Bighorn Sheep sign. Next 3 miles, be prepared to stop. And we saw this piece of road when we were coming into Deadwood from the right over there. Yeah, a lot of hills here. What's funny to me is that we are still below 5,000 feet. We're only 4799. I think that I'm coming in an entirely different way than I thought I was going to. Very strange. And I guess we're going to have a steep downhill because it said brake check area ahead. Preacher Smith Monument. I wonder who Preacher Smith is. I suppose I could have looked at the monument. Alright, so we got a 7% downgrade for the next 2 miles. Woohoo! Pretty spectacular views coming up though, I think. Love the red rocks against the greenery. That's very pretty. Okay, and just like this, we're going to run out of road and end up on I-90. Well, there's a Senic's gas station. It says 319. It says super unleaded. I wonder if they really mean super. Why are they not telling us the price of high test instead? Regular instead. Okay, so here's our detour.
On I-90 West.
Alright, so we still got about 7 miles to our fish hatchery. We're going to be on the freeway, I guess, for about 5.5 miles of that. So we'll check back in.